first session, we were working on understanding cash flow, short-term rental, and then the second session, the decision came up whether we wanted to buy a property or rent out a property that allowed you to do short-term rentals.
Yeah, and that's a complicated decision, right?
So we ended up actually renting a property. We didn't want to end up buying a property and then having to sell it later on.
Then what happened?
And then we started furnishing it. In our listing, we did put the fact that it was being run by 10, 11, and 12-year-olds. Despite that, we even got 5-star reviews, and so people were very happy with it.
Project Mockingbird was the project of the deep state to control us via the media, but it worked much better in an era where there were 3 broadcast networks. You didn't have to control that many properties. The reason that the narrative to go from boy beard to daddy beard before Father's Day.
Push-ups in a row, keep scrolling in a week.
This is my pet duck Adam going for his first swim. Be careful, Adam. Adam! Adam! This is my pet duck.
Go to China, we're just blowing away if you say 你好. We're just like, no, you say 你好, but we're still, tones are all wrong, right? This Chinese is all about context. But we're smart. We figured it out. We help you. Yeah. In China, we went to supermarket. He wants to use this new word he learned. Strawberry. Yeah. 草莓. But he said 草莓, which means your sister. Hey, don't worry, okay? Everybody chill. You're in a grocery store? You ask to my sister? I still gave you the strawberry. I guarantee not a single Chinese person will be confused. Because we're all the only child.
With this crit, life is good though. I want y'all to see that life is great. Your life is great too. Have a good time, man. Have some fun. Having fun is okay. Get some love in your life. Whether that be another person or just loving yourself, man. Love is good. Spread love. Spread love. Life is good though. I want y'all to see that life is great. Your life is great too. Have a good time, man. Have some fun. If you use any of them.
When Nixon took us off the gold standard, the U.S. dollar was no longer backed up by gold. Instead, the government relies on treasury bonds, which are primarily bought by the Federal Reserve. The Fed purchases these bonds by printing money, and the only backing for this printed money is the treasury bonds themselves. Essentially, the government is financed by creating money out of thin air. This leads to a precarious situation where high taxes are maintained to create the illusion of funding the government, while in reality, when Nixon took us off the... It's sustained by money.
I'm a beer and wine drinker, but once I start, it's hard for me to stop sometimes. You're an alcoholic. Is that what it is?
Yep, that's what it is.
That's what... Oh, wow. I didn't know that. I thought I'd just like to have a good time. I'm a beer and wine drinker, but once I start, it's hard for me to... that ride motorcycles and no history of motorcycling in the United States, you just don't take that logo and put it on stuff, not knowing what it is. This is
Captain Frieza, you need to prepare for your partner, me.
What did you see, sir?
I heard the shots. I thought it was firecrackers to begin with. Somebody over there was screaming.
I found out that they raised my insurance.
Okay, I'm ready. What's he gonna do? English or Spanish?
It's just something about being a nigga. I think being a nigga is probably the most powerful thing you could do in this world. If you could just be a nigga, oh my God, everybody's gonna know about you. That nigga there, they know that nigga.
Okay, I'm ready. What's he gonna do? English or Spanish?
It's just something about being a nigga. I think being a nigga is probably the most powerful thing you could do in this world. If you could just be a nigga, oh my God, everybody's gonna know about you. That nigga there, they know that nigga.
Okay, I'm ready. What's he gonna do?
Just
English
be
or
a
Spanish?
nigga.
It's something.
Why did I just say that to the white homie though?
Long legs is.
My love, when you're done cooking, don't forget to do the dishes. Are you
fucking kidding me?
Babe, how come you don't love me like you used to? Go fuck yourself. Babe, love me.
I do love
you, you fat white piece of shit.
Oh,
My love, when you're done cooking, don't forget to do the dishes. Are you
fucking kidding me?
Babe, how come you don't love me like you used to? Go fuck yourself. Babe, love me.
I do love
you, you fat white piece of shit.
Oh,
As an exterminator, let me let you know this now. If you're shitting up like this, bro, move the fuck out. Move out. That house has been taken over. Millions of roaches. You gonna wake up with roaches in your eyes, shit. I'm too fucking white for this shit. I'm too fucking white. It's so fucking good. It's so good, but fuck me. The hot sauce is killing me. I'm too Caucasian. I got too much of that. Hi, how are you? In me. It's way too fucking much. I'm too fucking white for this shit. I'm too fucking white. It's so fucking good. It's so good, but fuck me. The hot sauce is killing me. I'm too Caucasian. I got too much of that. Hi, how are you? In me. It's way too fucking much. I'm too fucking white for this shit. I'm too fucking white. Project.
Hi.
No, but what was happening is the other day in Indiana, a bunch of Amish dudes showed up to an inner city basketball court
Here we go. Alright, I made it through all the memes that have been sent over the past few hours. And we're ready to start the day in the studio, you know. See if we can get some shit done in here. Yo, good morning. What about the president? What do you think about that shit? Come on, man, let's go ahead and get on the topic early. Let's jump off with this shit now. Our country is fucked. We are so fucked right now. You know? That's the only way I can look at this shit. This is not a good situation at all, people. But can't say I'm surprised. Just like a lot of other people, motherfuckers been calling this shit for a while, yo. Let me do this thing first right here. YouTube and Instagram, this stream is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a professional, and I do not hold any degrees or certifications in any field, so I do not give out advice, whether it be medical, financial, scientific, political, or otherwise. I always advise you to do your own research if you believe that anything I say is true, because most of the time I'm wrong, and I'm only doing this for fun. These streams are for entertainment purposes only and should not be taken serious at all. Once again, because I am not a professional and I do not give out any advice. Yo, Urban Gallery. So yeah, what happened yesterday is a big uh-oh. It's a real big uh-oh. And our country is in trouble. If motherfuckers can't get their shit together soon. But once again, not surprised. Not surprised at all. Just like several other people, I called this just like everyone else did. Like, yo, they gonna try to shoot this man, yo. He doing too much. You can't do too much. When you in that position, you can't do too much. Because if you do too much, this is how you know he's a good guy. The good guys get shot at. They've been presidents for almost 300 years, and only a few of them ever got shot at. Because they were trying to do the right thing. And if you do the right thing, you're going to piss a lot of people off. Because too much shit got to change from the bad ways. Everybody like doing the bad shit and making it seem like it's a good thing. But when somebody come in there and really try to do the good thing, the way the good thing should be done, then everybody look at them like, bro, you fucking it up for us. We got our own good thing going here. Don't come in here changing shit around. And when people come and try to change shit around, they be like, oh, we can do it this way or we can do it that way. They get shot at. So this motherfucker come in there saying, oh, let's try some different shit. And everybody like, no, we got it, we good. And he like, no, you're not good. This country's fucked up and we're collapsing. We need to try some different shit. We need something new. We gotta make things better again. And people are like, let's kill this motherfucker. So, we're in a very weird scenario. Where I almost feel like I gotta vote for this motherfucker now. And I don't vote. I don't vote. The last president who had an attempt on his life was Reagan. Reagan was my first president, but I was a baby. You know, Reagan was in office when I was born. So, totally unfamiliar with his presidency. But this presidency, this is crazy. For a president to get shot at in my lifetime, if they would have killed that motherfucker, boy, that's what, whoever they hired to do the job, Well, he dead now, but I hope he realized he didn't kill that motherfucker before he died. I wish his last thought was, damn, I missed. Then he go out. But as a nation, we are in trouble. I wish I had some bars. I feel like I need to write a song about this shit. That's why I was up all night just playing beats, trying to go to sleep with beats on, so I can dream. So I can just dream of a rap. I started writing something down, but I definitely gotta write something about this. I need to talk to somebody. I need to talk to my homie Ruby. I need to talk to Ruby. I need to talk to Brandon. I talked to my uncle yesterday, but he's so damn my uncle to the point where he don't listen to a lot of, you know, he just try to live his life, and they family good, you know, they good. If anything happen, they in a good spot. So he don't worry about too much. You know what I'm saying? At all. He don't gotta worry about shit. His family good. So now I want to see what the BBC and the rest of the world, I wonder what they saying in France and what they saying in England, what they saying on Al Jazeera. I wonder what other countries are now saying about what happened here. That's ABC news. Yeah, my YouTube, none of these other these national news stations don't come up. Let me look up BBC News.
Off. You're about to. Dude, you gotta hear about this. Well, the latest report is a full statement now that is in the survey. And that has confirmed a number of the details we've for the last couple of hours. They say there was a shooter who was on an elevated position outside the farm show ground where the rally was taking place.
So
that tallies with what our eyewitnesses have been telling us. They say that the two people are dead. One is the shooter, one is someone who was inside the crowd, and two other people are now critically injured and presumably in hospital. President Trump has also said that he was hit by a bullet. He says it tore through the skin of the upper part of his right ear. And if you just think about that for a moment, that means that he's an inch away from going in his head. So that is how close the former president came this evening to getting a bullet in the head. So this is incredibly shocking developments, incredibly shocking news here on the ground. President Trump has also extended his condolences to those people who have been injured and died. He's also thanked law enforcement for their rapid action, and you can see from the video that they order it to the ground as soon as the shooting starts, and then they pile on top, which is what they're trained and paid to do, to put their bodies between him and the bullets. That's what they do. And then they took him away. We're hearing from his campaign, of course, that he's fine. His sons have been on social media as well, saying Donald Trump Jr. has spoken to his father, says he's fine. Eric Trump has talked on social media as well. I have to say to you that about half an hour ago, just on the perimeter here, there was an electronic billboard on the back of a truck that had been parked, and it had a picture of Donald Trump's face on it with a target, and it said in turns, Democrats assassinating Donald Trump, trying to assassinate Donald Trump. So that's a pretty shocking development, and it's an indication perhaps of what may be to come in terms of the divisions this may deepen in this country. There is a chance, of course, that this is this kind of thing that will make people stop and think about the political atmosphere and the dialogue in America, but there's a chance that it can make it a whole lot worse.
Well, it's been a charged atmosphere for many months and years, really, hasn't it, Gary? Of course, you covered the events of January 6th, and this is something that may have been bubbling under the surface for a long time, just speaking of those kinds of tensions that you've been mentioning. I just wanted to flash back, though, because you were there outside the events. When you heard those shots, you spoke to people that were obviously inside. Can you just walk us through and kind of help us understand what those moments were like?
Well, we were standing just a few feet from where I am now, and we were talking to our colleagues on the BBC World Service, and suddenly we heard this volley of gunfire, and it was immediately obvious that that's what it was, that it was gunfire. It wasn't a car backfiring or a motorcycle or anything like that. And we got down on the ground as we had no idea where these bullets were going or where they were coming from or who was being shot at. There's no cover here. It's just like fields. There's nowhere to go really. So we're flat on the dirt. And then people started streaming out of there. You heard screaming happening, and we started to speak to people as they came out. We spoke to a number of people. Some were very emotional. Some were very angry. One guy, in fact, here on BBC News tried to stop us telling you what was happening, telling the world what was happening, and we had to try and explain to him live on air that this is what we do. This is what we try and do. We try and explain the world to people in the best way we possibly can. We had another eyewitness who said that he'd been just outside the perimeter, and he'd come down after a party with some friends to listen to the rally. They didn't have tickets or anything. And he'd seen a guy climbing onto this single-story building, which is to the right of the stage as Donald Trump was on it. It has a white roof, and he said he saw this guy climb onto this roof with a rifle and tried to point this out to the security service, the Secret Service, the police. He said he was doing this for a couple of minutes or so. He wasn't absolutely sure about timings, but he thought this was happening about 5 or 7 minutes into the speech. And then a few minutes later, the shooting started. And in very graphic terms, he told us about how he'd seen the man on the roof with the rifle, how he'd seen him shot or neutralized, as the security service like to call it here. So it all happened incredibly quickly. And you can hear on that video, you can hear there are kind of two bursts of gunfire, in fact. And, you know, there's clearly an initial burst and probably an exchange of fire there. And certainly another one of the eyewitnesses we spoke to, young teenage boy Colby, he was here with his dad. They own a farm just down the road, 2 miles down the road from here. And he said he'd seen the flare from the muzzles of the rifles of the Secret Service people on the roofs around when they'd taken the gunman.
Yo, the art dude you sent me, yo, his shit is dope as fuck, bro. I went through a lot of his profile. Like you say, his realism, I don't know. I think Norman was just different, man. You know? The boy, his stuff is, I don't know, after looking, when you look at Norman's stuff up close, it isn't like, dang, I forgot that lady who just passed away. This one lady, she painted a bunch of really shiny stuff, pearls and glass, and she would do these photographs, and her shit was damn near photorealistic. And Norman wasn't, I don't think Norman was like that. You know, Norman was really a painter. A lot of people would say he was an illustrator, but he was a painter, and his paintings looked like paintings. And that's the same thing that guy said. He was like, you know, people say, oh, it's photo-like, and he was like, that's cool, but I don't want it to look like a photo. I like the brushstrokes. I like my art to look like a painting, and that's kind of where I'm at with my shit too. Like, I get it every once in a while. People are like, oh, I thought that was a picture, and it's like, yeah, that's cool. Sometimes when people say I thought it was a picture, but I want you to know that it is a painting. I don't want people to look at it like, oh, that's a photograph. Like, no, it's not a photograph. It's a painting. And no, that guy's work is very, very impressive. Very impressive. But at the same time, as soon as you see it, it's like, yeah, bro, you like Norman Rockwell. He definitely had a major influence on you. And I don't know if people can see it in my art sometimes or not. That Norman, he definitely was like my first influence, but my mentor has had way more influence on my art than anyone else has to this date. But like he says though, being able to have like friends and people who are willing to help you stage these really elaborate settings, and that's where I see he really emulates Norman a lot, is the settings. He creates a whole story, and he's like he said in the one interview, it's like I'm setting up for a whole movie, but it's only one shot. You know what I'm saying? And there's always a lot going on. Most of the time, there's some type of action that is taking place. A lot of different elements are in the art all at once, and I like that. And I wish I could do more elaborate pieces like that. But like you said, just having people to set up and having all the props and everything, and it's a lot. And so people who are able to have access to people who are willing to help them with their art, like that is always, I think that's always cool. Why isn't this tight enough? I don't know, I just tightened this thing and it feels like there's still some slack in this wire. I'm gonna pull it one more time and wrap it once more. And so this morning I'm going to varnish these two paintings. This one is my own personal piece, and but that commission that I did last week, I think I can I'm gonna go ahead and varnish that this morning, and that way I can have that ready for delivery tomorrow. I'll go ahead and drop that off to the client. Alright, I'll tighten it a little bit more. Okay, I like that better. So, yeah, that's good. I'm not going to wire the one for the client because they're going to get that frame. And most of the time, I wire my canvas itself because I don't frame it. So I just hang the canvas itself on the wall. But most of the time, if you put it in a frame, the frame has the wire on it and not the canvas. So they're going to get it framed. So I just assume that the framer will wire that and I don't have to bother with it. But we're going to go across the hall. I'm going to put my respirator on. I need to take this fan over there too. And we're going to set up real quick so that we can varnish these two paintings this morning. Then we'll come back over here and work on this piece a little bit. Bro, I've been listening to this AI music, so I've been listening to music that other people have created, just to see how they get it to sound the way they want it to sound, and just listening to other songs and reading their prompts and the style of music, and then actually reading their lyrics and how they structure their lyrics. I did that a lot last night and listened to this one song, and it was like how he did that shit was perfect, perfect. So now I feel like I gotta restructure some of my songs. But yeah, let's go varnish some shit. There's nobody in YouTube anyway, so we'll be back with YouTube in a second. Let's go see what we can get done over here. So we got that done. We'll let that sit. Let that room air out because that varnish is super strong. That varnish is super duper strong.
And they had also seen a couple of people put on stretchers and taken away in ambulances as well. So incredibly shocking moments. That was their first rally. That's their first political rally. This teenage boy coming to his first political rally, and he gets this. And his father was shocked. And I have to tell you, this is Trump country in this part of Pennsylvania, Butler County, very firmly Trump country. People told us afterwards, they support gun ownership, they support gun rights, but at least 2 or 3 of them said, we've got to think about what do we do about this, about people having guns and doing this.
Gary O'Donoghue, our senior North America correspondent, thank you again for all of your reporting. I just want to bring in some new lines that we're getting here from our sources. Now, AFP, the news agency, reporting that 1 person has been killed, 2 people critically injured in that shooting.
2022, I lost 2 very important people in my life. Big figures. It really wasn't until February of...
Now, as for the assassination attempt, we know that the FBI is handling the investigation, and this morning they have identified the shooter as Thomas Matthew Crooks, a 20-year-old man from Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. Records showing that Thomas Matthew Crooks was registered as a Republican voter in Pennsylvania. However, federal campaign finance reports also show that he gave $15 to a Progressive Political Action Committee on January 20th of 2021. That is the day before President Biden was sworn into office. Do want to talk more about the investigation here and how it's going to play out. Scott Duffy is a retired FBI agent joining us now live. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here with us today.
Good morning, Josh, and thank you very much for having me.
Of course. Well, first off, I do want to start from the beginning. Just explain to me what was going through your mind when you heard that gunshots had been fired at former President Trump during that rally, and then when you first saw the video of it kind of all playing out.
Josh, this is one of those moments that you remember exactly where you were when the information came out. So, I was just doing a little research. March 30th, 1981 was the last attempt that we had on a presidential life, right?
Yeah, that's when Reagan got shot. That was March 30th, 81. I wasn't born until June. I wasn't born until June of that year. But he was still the president. And I think they shot him in the stomach or some shit. Motherfucker he got shot bad, yo. But yeah, it's been ever since fucking 1981 that somebody has attempted the life of a president. 43 years. There's been a few presidents since then. We've had Reagan, Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama, Trump, Biden. That's the last presidents in my lifetime. Reagan, Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama, Trump, Biden. I've only had 7 presidents. I've only had 7 presidents. And from what I can see, once again, motherfuckers don't take a shot at you unless they feel like you're doing too much to change the system. When the system feel like you're doing too much, they try to take a shot at you. Let you know. Calm the fuck down, motherfucker. Like I said, they got motherfucking Kennedy out of there. And 65. So in 65, they killed the president, and then 60, 70, 80, less than 20 years later, they try to take out another motherfucker. And then 40 years now, they try to take out another motherfucker. But, once again, you can tell the ones who get shot at. The ones who be doing too much. Once again, I gotta research the Reagan era, because a lot of Republicans give this motherfucker credit for doing a lot of shit. I'm just not exactly sure what the fuck he was doing. And that bitch was an actor too, yo. I think Reagan was an actor. I'm not sure why this isn't playing.
Baby,
One of the songs just said bagel, 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 bagel. Yo, Zach, what up, bro? He just kept saying bagel over and over, and that one just kept saying baby, baby over and over. No, bro. I got my credits back this morning. I don't even know what to do with them. I'm scared to use them actually because once I start on this shit, I just be getting lost in it.
I couldn't believe it's my final hours. Those body aches could have been saved. The whole thing got a hold on me. But your coolness towered over me. It's sick, I should've listened. I knew better than the Russian because I made my move. I got down on my knees, begged you please be with me. You took that scene and ripped it to smithereens. Said no, 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 don't do this to me. I thought honey it was always you and me. I made my move. I made my move. I got down on my knees, begged you please be with me.
Yo, this shit is so fucking hard.
Ripped it to smithereens. I made my move. Gotta have it. Once or twice I fell for the wrong rabbit. 10 minutes looking I could have seen, but it was that spell they take and put onto me. Gotta have it. Take a sip and you won't believe I turn into a crazy addict. It's like a drug and she won't let me sleep. God baby, what do you do? And I made my move. I got down on my knees, begged you please be with me. You took that scene and ripped it to smithereens. Said no, 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 don't do this to me. I thought honey it was always you and me. I made my move. I made my move. I got down on my knees, begged you please be with me. You took that scene and ripped it to smithereens. I made my move. I played my part, I lived it. I wasn't a perfect work of art, but that hurt tore my heart apart. How do I come back from shame and make that choice another day? How do I come back from shame and make that choice another day? How do I made my move. I got down on my knees, begged you please be with me. You took that scene and ripped it to smithereens. Said no, 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 don't do this to me. I thought honey it was always you and me. I made my move. I made my move. I got down on my knees, begged you please be with me. You took that scene and ripped it to smithereens. I made my move. This empty room just ain't the same when it's just filled with me. I wish I never made that move. I could just sit here thinking, what would it be if you just stayed with me?
You took that scene and ripped it to smithereens. Now I want to hear my homies song.
Present in the past, when things are good, they never last. Comfort always swiftly gives way to feeling I wish I never woke up today. How many times must this cycle commence and be referred to in the present tense? Before success is a lasting form, before contentment is the norm. Is it worth it in the end? Letting people in just to break what will never end? Are my expectations just too high? Am I forever just too have to ask why? So I guess as it stands, I'm caught in between what I know to be true and my impossible dream. You think I can't tell that something's wrong? You think I don't know what's going on? I've been through this bullshit so many times. Failed was your feeble attempts to pull the wool over my eyes. People drift and people lie and say no, nothing's wrong. Why? Is it worth it in the end? Letting people in just to break what will never end? Are my expectations just too high? Am I forever just too have to ask why? So I guess as it stands, I'm caught in between what I know to be true and my impossible dream. Impossible dream. Asking someone to be open and upfront is apparently an impossible stunt. How much more jaded can I become before I make a decision that can't be undone? How many more times can my heart be ripped out before I forget what love's even about? Is it worth it in the end? Letting people in just to break what will never end? Are my expectations just too high? Am I forever just too have to ask why? So I guess as it stands, I'm caught in between what I know to be true and my impossible dream. Impossible dream, Asking someone to be open and upfront is apparently an impossible stunt. How much more jaded can I become before I make a decision that can't be undone? How many more times can my heart be ripped out before I forget what love's even about? Is it worth it in the end? Letting people in just to break what will never end? Are my expectations just too high? Am I forever just too have to ask why? So I guess as it stands, I'm caught in between what I know to be true and my impossible dream. Impossible dream. When facts are concealed and trust is gone, is it time yet again to prepare to move on? Or do I once again grip and fade off the doubt? Just hold on tight and hope it works out. Turn my head, pretend all is well, and risk it again, having to trek through hell. Is it worth it in the end? Letting people in just to break what will never end? Are my expectations just too high? Am I forever just too have to ask why? So I guess as it stands, I'm caught in between what I know to be true and my impossible dream. Impossible dream. Impossible dream. Impossible dream. Impossible dream. Leave me, you left me,
as Thomas Matthew Crooks. I need that money. Three colognes that every man should have in 2024. Number one.
Yo, Brandon. Oh, damn. My my live stream be janky as hell sometimes. Hey, good morning. Well, I'll tell y'all one thing. If you wanna show strength and power, or the ability to exert force, how about you get shot in the head and then stand up? What they did, well, what they attempted to do, just made this dude look so much more fucking stronger. It's crazy. Yo, it's wild. Your fucking plan just backfired, bro. Now, this motherfucker looks strong as shit, and the other dude looked super duper weak now. Because everybody could just imagine, like, what would happen if he was in that position? Nah, none of that. Hmm. University. Very fun.
It'd be crazy if you could create voiceovers that sound like a raspy old man,
a young teenage girl,
or a guy with a different accent all by yourself. Well, that's exactly what you can do with Artlist's new AI voiceover feature. Simply pick one out of the many voices that best fits to your video.
Suno AI tutorial, how to make a full song 2024 new prompts. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you're going to make proper music in Suno, and I'm also going to be discussing on how you can add new prompts to create full-fledged and actually good sounding songs. So to start things off, what you're going to be doing is you're going to come over to Suno.com. So here we have Suno. Now, in Suno, what you can do is, first of all, you're going to make sure to sign yourself in, because if you want to make a song, you're going to sign yourself in, and we're going to click on Create. Now, once you click on Create, as you can see, it's going to ask you to create your account. So simply go through the account creation procedure, pretty simple. So you can use your Google, Discord, or Microsoft. I'm going to be using my Google real quick. So I'm going to go with that and I'm going to click on continue. Now, once I have created my account from here, what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to come over to this section, and here we are signed in. Now, once you've signed in, you can begin by prompting the AI with a short description of your song, okay? So you can ask it to generate a rap song about, let's say flying, generate, or wait, you know what? Write me a heavy metal song about being stranded in the dark night. Let's add that. Then we have version 3 or version 2. Obviously, we're going to go with version 3 because it's a newer model and it's obviously much better. So once we do this, we're going to add the description and we're going to simply wait for the